lovely people. Welcome to the Notes of Gracious YouTube channel. The last video I did, I was on 6 months. I was 6 months pregnant, and today I am on month 7, so we're almost there. 2 more months to go, and your girl is gonna be a mom. So welcome once again for those who've been here. So today I want to talk about something that I've been actively doing in my pregnancy, and that is protecting my peace while I'm pregnant. So I'm 7 months pregnant, 2 months to go as I mentioned, but there's so many things that has happened in that space of time that I really needed to learn to protect my space, to protect my peace, and really to protect my mental health. Because when you're pregnant, there's so many things going on all the time, 24/7, non-stop. You have something that you're carrying constantly for 20 hours a day, and things are always going on. So really, if you're not careful, there are so many things that can happen in those 9 months, more or less, that can really bring you down. And I was so intentional about not letting anything like that bring me down. And the worst of this for me has been just the negative chatter that I've been hearing from people. I mean, people have been coming to my parents with negative comments, just passive aggressive comments, and these are things that I really had to tell myself, no, doesn't matter. I'm a grown woman. I'm about to be a mom. I do not have time to be listening to these things. And what can I do to protect my space so that these negative things that people are saying about me, about my family, doesn't affect me? So I wrote down a few things that I've been actively doing, and hopefully they're helpful to some mamas to be out there. So number one for me has not picking up my phone. If there's a random number that's calling me, or a person I haven't talked to for so long that's calling me, or even family and friends that were calling me, I did not want to speak to anybody about the situation regarding my pregnancy until I was ready. I was not picking up phone calls. I was not replying to text messages, and I myself was not making any phone calls that I was not ready to make. It really didn't matter who it was that was calling me, unless I was in the space to pick up the phone call or reply to the text message. I was not doing it. I was putting my phone away, looking at it, seeing who's calling, and then I was making a decision. This is not what I need. This is not what I want right now. Because most of the phone calls I was getting, it was to ask me about what was happening. It was to ask me about things that I do not want to talk about, things that I'm not ready to speak about. And it's the boundary I had to set for myself. So I was not picking up phone calls, I was not replying text messages, and I was only making phone calls that I wanted to make, phone calls that would make me feel good. So that was one thing, not picking up phone calls if I was not ready to do so. Number 2 was focusing on my joy. So really, joy to me is being happy, being excited, having a zeal for life no matter what is happening around you, good or bad. Whereas happiness is kind of things that make you happy in the moment, but that can easily go away. But joy is really a lifestyle, something that you choose to do. So I've always wanted to be a mom, as I've mentioned. So me being able to carry baby brings me so much joy. So I was focusing on things like that, having the support of my sister and my brother and my family and friends. That was the joy that was around me. Having a beautiful space to call a home for me and my baby was a joy that was around me. So focusing on the things that brought me joy and being grateful for those things has been a huge help. Number 3 was fighting for my peace, right? And anything that smelled of stress, no, I was not doing it. I was not engaging. I was not engaging in the drama. I was not answering back to anybody who was saying any negative things. I was really protecting my peace, my mind, and my mental health. It was something that was important to me. Anything or anybody that smelled like stress, I was not doing it. And I'm really at an age right now in my life where if I don't have to deal with anything, I'm not going to deal with it. It's just not going to happen. And then more so having baby, if I don't have to deal with something, I wasn't gonna do it. So I was doing intentional things to protect my peace, staying out of places that I know would stress me out, staying out of conversations that I know would bring me anxiety, or staying out of negative things. Even if I heard those things, I wasn't dwelling on them too much. I was sitting down with it, thinking about it, wondering why anybody would say this or make this comment, but I was not living in it. I was not crying over it. I was not losing sleep over it. I was protecting my peace, especially up here. Because the moment you lose your peace, your joy goes with it. And once your joy is gone, that's it. You're done. That's when anxiety kicks in. That's when depression comes in. That's when you start doubting yourself and who you are. So I was not letting that happen. Nothing was going to steal my joy. Nothing was going to steal my peace. This was a decision I sat down and decided to make, that I am going to live in peace and I am going to live in joy, especially while I'm carrying a baby. And just like not entertaining negative talk. So like I said, there are people that are coming up to my parents and they're like, oh, your daughter has done this, your daughter has done that. What kind of person does that make you? First of all, it's not my mom that's pregnant. It's not my dad that's made anybody pregnant. This is me. This is my life. I'm almost 30 years old, so I do not need permission to do anything. It is my life, and I'm the one who gets to decide how I live this life. Mistakes and all, and the things that come beyond making those mistakes, I'm the one who has to deal with them. So it was heartbreaking to hear that, people are going to my parents and saying these things, or people are coming to my sister or coming to my face or coming to my friends and saying things that really don't need to be said, or things that don't matter. So I was just blocking it out. I wasn't making time for it. I was replacing those negative thoughts with really strong, powerful thoughts about who I am, because I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can do. I know what my life is. I know how to make good decisions. And I believe me being a mother, me deciding to keep my baby, me being okay and content with being a single mother so I can raise my child, is a good decision for me to make. So just blocking it out, not making time for it, has really, 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 really been helpful. It is hard when it's coming from everywhere, but when you make a decision as an adult that this does not have power of my life, this does not affect me, there's very little anybody can say or anybody can do to bring you down. Another thing that's been really helpful is feeling empowered as a woman. Like, I love women. I'm a girl's girl. On a really good day, I'm a really good friend. But if I wasn't empowered within myself and in my own body, it would have been hard to carry my baby as far along as I have. But I've been so empowered, and just knowing that my body is the perfect home for my baby. She is safe right where she is. She was created in my womb because this was the safest place for her to be. And I'm the person who can bring her into this world. I'm the person who is able to raise her to be a great woman, to be kind, to be thoughtful, to be strong, to be relentless, to just be the best version of herself. I'm the one who can do that. I'm the one who's been trusted by God to be able to do that for her. So why should I doubt myself? Why should anyone else put doubt in my mind that I can do this, that I've been trusted to do this? So just empowering myself, being empowered as a woman, being empowered in my own body, being able to carry a life is no joke. I've always known that pregnant women are strong, but being one myself has changed my whole life. It's changed my whole perspective. Carrying something constantly and carrying it well is not easy. It is not an easy thing to do. Going to sleep, it's there. Waking up is there. You're going to the bathroom, you're going for a walk, you want to eat something, it's there constantly for almost a good year, right? That is not something easy. And so being empowered in that, knowing that I can do this, I've been trusted to do something like this, is wild to me. And that is so empowering, and it makes me giddy and it makes me happy. So shout out to all the mothers out there. And really, so I've really had like major anxiety over posting my pregnancy on social media. Not because I can't do it or that I didn't want to, because I love social media. I think it's a great way for people to connect, but because of the judgment that is still in my face to this day. And I sat down with myself. I was like, okay, so if people speak about me, am I gonna lose sleep? No. Are they paying my rent? No. Are they helping me with this pregnancy in this moment? No. Are they helping me with anything? No. So why should that affect me? Why should that bring me so much anxiety? People are gonna speak about this now. 2 months from now, they're gonna forget that there is me and there is a child coming into this world. They're gonna talk about it for a little bit and then they're gonna move on. So I've said, no, not gonna feel anxious about anything, not gonna happen. I'm gonna do what I know is best, and I'm gonna do what I know I've been called to do and to be. All right. And so the bravest thing I've ever done with my life ever is to carry a human being for 7 months and soon to be 9. And once you get it, that's the bravest thing I've ever done. So if I can do that, I can start a YouTube channel. I can revamp my Instagram, make it more fun, make it more sociable, make it connect with people. I can do those silly little things that really I can get out of anytime. But me having a child, this is it for the rest of my life. This is the biggest commitment and the bravest thing I've ever done, and the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I think the best thing that will ever happen to me is I get to be a mom to my little girl. And I honestly believe that the gift of life in itself is a miracle. The gift of my life is a miracle. The fact that my mom was able to carry me is a miracle. The fact that I am able to carry a child is a miracle. The fact that my sister was able to carry a child who's now 7 years old is a miracle, and it's beautiful, and we're contributing to the world in a positive way. So yes, I've really had to learn to protect my peace by staying out of the drama, by looking after myself, by believing and trusting God that I'm the right person for this job. I am the one woman who's been chosen to be Skylar's mother, right? And as surely as the sun will rise, everything too shall pass. So I'm still excited to be a mom, and I hope these few tips of keeping your peace, even if you're not pregnant, these few tips of keeping your peace, I hope they're helpful. They've been helpful to me tremendously, and I hope to carry them on even after my child is born, and from years and years and years to come. And just being quiet in the noise. I have not fought with anybody. I've not cursed anybody out. I have not spoken ill of anybody. I've really kept my space to myself, and I've kept my space clean. I've kept my mind clean, and it's a lesson that I think I was only ever gonna learn while carrying a child. Because I'm not one to hear something about myself and then ignore it. I fight for myself, I defend myself, I want to explain myself, but I haven't felt the need to do that ever since finding out that I'm going to be a mother. And I think my baby girl is gonna be proud of that, because there is no need to be defending yourself or fighting with people over silly little things that they're probably gonna forget that they said tomorrow anyway. So I've been reading this amazing book by Sarah Jakes lately. It's called Dear Mary, Lessons from the Mother of Jesus for the Modern Mom. So it's been a great book. She's one of my favorite writers anyway. So one thing that she says is, we all desire to give our children the best start possible. And that is something I 100% intend on doing. And I think it starts now, while my baby's not here. It starts with me protecting my peace, protecting my space, protecting my mind, not indulging in gossip, not indulging in any drama, but just keeping to myself and the ones that I know are truly for me and the ones that I know truly love me. And God has given me an extraordinary gift of, I don't know how to hate people. I've never hated anybody in my life, and I do not ever intend on hating anybody. And I am good at forgiving people, and that is something that I intend on exercising as time goes on. Right now, while all of this is happening in the background or right in front of my face, it is something I intend on exercising, and giving my daughter the best start possible in life is something that is a priority. So to all the mamas out there, you're doing well. I am proud of you. I am proud of myself, and just keep your head up. Everything is gonna be okay. So thank you once again for coming to my YouTube channel, and watch out for the next video. Bye. you.